All right, so here is my diagram for the big combined performances for Walker and Roosevelt schools this Friday, the 12th. As you can see, it's all laid out and labeled, so I'm going to just explain a couple of things before we start. These squares are cones, so all of these cones will be labeled with the grade level. The grade levels are over here, so pink is kinder, red is first, orange is second, yellow is third, light blue is fourth, and dark blue is fifth. So all of these cones will be labeled with the grade level and also with the school. So in my diagram, the purple smiley faces are representative of Walker students, and the green smiley faces are representative of Roosevelt students. So before we begin the performance, we'll already have the kindergartners from Walker and the first graders from Roosevelt lined up and spread out and ready to go. They'll be sitting here. This little space in between will be where I will stand. So I will be facing the audience. The parents in the audience will be sitting over here behind all the students. I will give a little introduction and then we'll begin the performance right away. These guys will dance, and as soon as they're done, they're going to have their program leaders standing on the side. So our kinder program leader from Walker will be here, and our first grade program leader from Roosevelt will be here. And they will simply lead the kids off. So these are two lines of kinders, and they'll go off together, but I can only do one at a time. So they'll go off, and they'll go off this way and come back on this way. So that now they're in the audience, and then same thing for first grade. They go off and on, and they go off and on. Okay, and that'll happen all as one big line for each of them. And then the next group is first grade from Roosevelt. So Miss Vega will lead her children on both lines, 1 and 1. And then Miss Rochelle will go her 2 lines. Just like that, so that they're all nice and spread out between the first 4 cones in the performance space. They will dance one last time, and then same thing. Miss Vega's class comes off, goes right back where it was. Right there, they go off to the side and curve around and come back on. Perfect. And then Miss Rochelle's class, off and on, and they go off and go back on. And then second graders, they are dancing and they are coming on. This is going to be the Roosevelt second graders coming on first, just like so, all the way around, and then we'll have the Walker first graders, and they're just going to walk off, and they're going to come all the way over and come into this space. And same for the second line of Walker's second graders. They come off and back on. So this way we won't have traffic jams. And we can just have this circular thing happening, so that after the second graders finish and they start to exit, the third graders can already be standing and they can just move into the space as the second graders are moving back into their spots in the audience. And it'll be a nice little swoop and around. So that way we can keep our lines super straight and go as efficiently as possible. So we'll continue on. We've already done K1 first, second, we go to third. They're going to do the same exact thing. When fourth grade performs, we're going to go on just as normal. We're going to go over and on and over and on and over and on. And so we've got the Roosevelt fourth graders and the Walker fourth graders. Oh, my bad. They should be like this in 4 lines. Okay, so anyway, they are on and they are performing in their 4 lines. Each one is in 2 groups. Then what's going to happen is the Walker fourth graders are going to go off in their 2 lines back to their exact same spot where they were in before. Right there. Their cone will be labeled. The Roosevelt fourth graders are going to stay on the stage, and the Roosevelt fifth graders are going to go on the stage behind them so that they can do their special upper grader dance. So they will do their upper grader dance for Roosevelt, all of our green smileys here for 4th and 5th. And then what will happen is the 4th graders will go off back to where they were. Beautiful 4th graders. And our Walker 5th graders will join the Roosevelt 5th graders. Whoosh. Whoosh. Like that. Oops. Yes, perfect. So now we've got all of the 5th graders on the stage, and this is how the 5th grade dance will go. They'll do Iconopop. So all the 5th graders are on the stage, and then the Roosevelt 5th graders are done for now. So the Roosevelt 5th graders will go back to their spot. And of course, Walker also has their upper grader dance. They have the hip hop duo. So they need the 4th graders to join them. So our Walker 4th graders will come here. Oh, lies. 5th graders will back up because they're really tall. So they'll go to the 3rd and 4th cones. They stay exactly how they are. They were here. They just go to here. And then we have the 4th graders from Walker. They come out and around. Whoosh. And out and around. Whoosh, so that they're in the front because they're shorties. So now we've got all of our purple students, all of our Walker students are on the stage, our 4th graders and our 5th graders. They are going to exit. Nope, they're not. They're there, they do their special dance. We've already done the 5th grade dance. We've already done the upper graders from Roosevelt. So now all of the Walker students are going to move back and combine their lines because we only have so much space. So the 5th graders are going to be in the last line. The 4th graders will go back here to the 3rd to last cone. And this is where the most exciting part happens. Kinder comes on to the 1st. So this one is different because there are so many students that we can't have their 2 lines on 2 separate cones. They have to be on one. So we'll have all of the students come on in order, in the same exact order. And they'll just keep going and going. But as you can see, it's an entire class on each row now. Instead of one class being split into 2 rows, and each class, the entire class gets 1 row of its own. So anyhow, this goes on and on and on and on. And we've got this beautiful little formation with all of the students from both schools. They will all be over here, and this is of course for the big finale, the big Bollywood number. It's gonna be super cool. So anyway, we've got all of these guys, and there's not a lot of space on this diagram. I swear to set the cones better than the diagram is. But anyway, there we go. And in there. So the only kind of tricky part is that the Roosevelt 4th graders went in front of the Walker 4th graders, and then the Roosevelt 5th graders went in front of the Walker 5th graders. So that's the whole thing. And at that point, they'll do the Bollywood dance. It'll be awesome. And then all of the Walker students will go in order back to their school. So it'll be the kinders will follow their program leader, and then all the 1st graders, and then the 2nd and 3rd and 4th and 5th. And then Roosevelt will walk over to their NPR for dismissal in the same order, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th for them. So I hope that this was a good explanation. It was as in-depth as I could be. And thank you all so much for watching and for helping me with this crazy big grandiose plan. So anyways, I'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you. Bye.